Okay, so on with the text function. Now, the text function basically helps you replace or helps you to return a number in a given format. So you specify the number and then you specify the format. It can be a date, it can be a number, but you can now specify the format in which you want it to appear. Let me give you some examples. For example, let's say 10. Okay, now I want this to actually appear as 10%. How can I do that? Or say I want it to have a currency sign or something. Now, if I want it to appear as percent, we're going to deal both examples as percentage. What I have to do is say call the text function, then pick this number, and then specify the format I want it to appear. How do I do that? Double quote, I put 0, then I say in this format. Okay, basically, so remember, one actually is 100% because when you say convert a number to percentage, it multiplies it by 100. That's how Excel handles it. So if I say 10 here and I come here and change it to percentage, can you see what happens? 1000, which is what you have here also. So that's how you actually convert numbers to percentage if you wanted to show in percentage format. But if I wanted to show, say, like a currency, I can also call that same text function and call this number as a parameter, and then say, let's call it the dollar sign. Okay, and then I tell you the format I want it to appear. Can you see? 10 becomes $10. 10 becomes $10. It shows as $10. Okay, now let's move away from this. Let's actually deal with time a little bit. So let's say the time is actually currently 5 p.m. Okay, this is the time, is 5 p.m. but I want you to show in like a 24-hour format. What do? I say text, I pick this, then I specify the format I want you to appear, which is hour, minute, right? So 5 p.m. becomes 1700, 2 p.m. becomes 1400 if you, okay, 2 p.m. becomes 1400, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are part of the things you can do with text. Let's also do a little bit of date. Now, if I say today is, okay, let's call this today the 24th. 24th August 2021. Okay, that's the date format. But then I want it to tell me the day itself and give me the date in long format. What can I do? I just call the text function. I call this. Then I put the format. Now I want it to show me, say, it basically tells me that it's Tuesday. Okay, so if you check this day on a calendar, it will actually show you that it's a Tuesday. So in case you have a day, any day, and you want to be sure of which date for any date you want to be sure of which day it falls, it tells you basically using this text format to do that. In subsequent videos, we'll still be talking about text, and we'll be talking about managing dates and time. So let's just focus on other things now. So those are part of the things, or those are the functions we want to cover. But sometimes, remember, we covered the len function. We said a ball is in the bag. Then we covered len function to say we want to count the entire number of characters here, right? This tells us it's 20 characters, that there are 20 characters here. But sometimes what you want to count, is not the total number of characters. You actually want to count the total number of words. Okay, now characters is individual entry, space, A, B, those are characters, comma are all characters, but a word. Now Excel currently does not have a function that helps you to count the word or the number of words in a cell, but you can always write your own function, and this is the morale behind the form, or not write your own function, but write your own formula for it. Now this is the morale behind it. Remember, if you want to actually know the number of words, okay, I can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But how do I actually know each word? Is because they are separated by spaces, right? So if I count the number of spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of space will always be the number of words minus 1. Right? So if I find a way to count the number of spaces and I add 1 to it, it will actually tell me the number of words that you have in a cell. Let me show you a formula you can use for that. So you can basically just use your len formula, okay, to say, okay, count how many words we have here. Remember? Okay, so after you've counted the number